Sometimes love can be held in your hands. It could be a flower picked up specially for you. It could be a handwritten note written years ago. Or it could even be a small keychain of a special date. Yes, now that's the magic of gifts. Hi, hello, namaste, and welcome to episode 4 of 5 Love Languages that deals with receiving gifts. Gifts that are more than just presents. So, welcome to the podcast by Mukta's Wisdom Wave. Let's get started. A gift is not just an object, it's a memory wrapped in emotion. Now, for people who are speaking this language of receiving gift, of this love language, which deals with gifts, for them, a gift is not just a mere materialistic thing. It's an emotion that is attached to it. They don't actually work with the value of the gift. It's basically the thing or the thought that was involved behind giving it. See, most of us, we tend to go ahead, okay, birthday here, let's get gifts. Okay, anniversary here, let's get gift. It's a housewarming, let's get gifts. So now this way, we just are stereotyping, okay, no, for these gifts can be given on birthdays, these gifts can be given on anniversaries, these gifts can be given on housewarming. Now what we have done is we have attached a particular set of gifts to a particular occasion. But have you ever thought, how about receiving a gift without having any special day of your life? Yeah, on a regular day. Just how good do you feel when you just get a handwritten note saying, "Thank you so much for being a part of my life. I appreciate your presence." Will it not make you happy? Yes, it does. Now, what exactly are we trying to say when we say receiving gift is a deep expression of love? Now, most of the time, it is not the price of the gift that matters. It's the presence. See, a gift mostly symbolizes or mostly, it tries to communicate only one simple sentence, and that is that I thought about you even when you were not around. Now, your gift is carrying this message to the person who's receiving your gift. Now, every gift will become a symbol of thought, effort, and remembrance. See, people do remember what they receive as gifts, and they cherish it as a beautiful memory too. Now, let's take a real life example. Okay, I have a friend, Sneha. Now, Sneha was the only daughter of her parents, and her father used to be traveling a lot. So, every time he went outside the house for a few days, he would write a small note for her. Sometimes it would be "Love you, beta." Sometimes it could be "Take care, beta." "Be strong, my girl." Such short messages. And over a period of time, Sneha kept on gathering them, and she made a box, and every time she would receive this note, she would go and place it nicely in that box. After many years, like when she grew up, her father passed away. And one day, while she was cleaning her cupboard, she happened to open that box. And once she opened the box, she was taking down the memory lane. See, it's the power of the words that are written. It's the emotion that were attached to each and every note. Now, they are not an expensive thing to write. It's a simple piece of paper and you just write it, scribble it. No, it's not at all expensive. But then, just think about the impact that these notes made on Sneha. Right? So always remember, whenever you're gifting, be focused on the thought, not on the material that you are giving. The psychology behind this is that for people whose love language is receiving gifts, now these gifts act as reminders for them, like, okay, this is something that my friend had given, this is something my mama had given on so and so occasion. So all these things are basically you can say it's a flag in their memory timeline, right? And for every flag, the thoughtfulness matters. And the thoughtfulness, remember, will always matter more than the cost of the gift. And for such people, if you forget their special occasion, okay, they feel that I have been forgotten. Okay, so don't just think about special occasion to gift such people. Their language is receiving gifts. Now, how do you express this language? Mostly do it with a smile, do it with a thought, and keep one thing into mind: the cost doesn't matter, the thought does. So you can go ahead, give a small, meaningful tokens that could not just be only on birthdays, on anniversaries, or special occasions. You can make it once a week kind of an affair. Handwritten notes, favorite snacks, flowers, small mementos. These are something which are valued the most. And for such people, always remember their special dates. Now for them, you remembering their special dates is one way to show that you care for them. Okay? Always remember, focus on meaning, not on the cost. Sometimes we tend to make certain mistakes with such people. We term them at, okay, that person, he is materialistic or she is materialistic. No, they are not materialistic. They value the thought that you put in behind that gift. That is what they value. Now, it is not about expensive things. It's about the emotional connection. Now, as I said earlier, your gift will always say that I thought of you when you weren't here. Okay, so that's the mistakes that you need to avoid, and put in an effort while you are gifting such people. Now, just take a few moments, reflect, ask yourself, what was the most meaningful gift that I ever received? Why did it touch you so deeply? And the next question that I want you to ask yourself is, how often do you express love through small, thoughtful gestures? See, guys, always remember, gifts are the most happy things for everybody, not just the people who speak this love language, but for everyone. Right? So why not be a little thoughtful when we are gifting? Now remember, King Martin Luther said that the heart of the giver makes the gift dear and precious. See, these people hold your gifts very close to their heart. So think. Right? Now, if you have liked this video and you feel this is your love language, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And what we are going to be coming up next is the fourth love language, that is quality time, the gift of presence. Well, you can go ahead, subscribe to Mukta's Wisdom Wave to watch this full series, and we will get back to you on the next episode very, very, very soon. So, see you there.